Hello everybody, welcome back to 10 Minute Reviews. This is Freya, I'm Jason, and we're bringing you today's video. Today's video, that's what I'm attempting to spit out. As always guys, please don't shake your head at me, Fuzzy. As always guys, please hit the like and subscribe buttons. We absolutely love bringing this stuff to you, but we would really appreciate the support. We're going to do it anyway, trust me. We're going to continue to put out these reviews and let you guys know what we think you guys should read and to have fun with, but again, the support would be awesome. So today I want to talk about an author I haven't talked about in the past. Now, I'm going a little bit different in that this time around I'm talking about a major author, New York Times bestseller many times over. I want to talk about Vince Flynn, and I want to talk about one of his books, although I will, show one of them, The Last Man, but I want to talk about just the series as a whole. It's even been made into a movie. For those of you guys that might remember American Assassin. American Assassin was based off of Vince Flynn's book, American Assassin, that was actually a prequel. After a very long series, he ended up writing a prequel on it to talk about I guess the origin story of his main character. So the series is based around a character named Mitch Rapp. The movie changed a few things because it's been a long time. I think it was the Lockheed airline bombing, but regardless, the triggering point for Mitch Rapp was long ago. So when they made the movie, they had to bring it forward a little bit in time, unless they wanted to make the character 60 years old. So they came up with a different disaster, different terrorist attack to create it. But Mitch Rapp, the character, he was a college student. He was a world-class lacrosse player of all things. Although anybody who's ever played lacrosse knows that is a brutal game. It really is. I mean, look, Ivy League and all that. That is a brutal freaking game. We played it just for like one semester in high school, and I think we sent like 4 people to the hospital. It's a brutal game. It really is. All accidental, of course. I mean, it's not like rugby. We're not tackling, trying to break the leg. So he was a world-class athlete whose girlfriend, fiance, is killed in a terrorist attack, and he pretty much just kind of becomes almost unhinged. Trains himself in martial arts, trains himself in weaponry, and the thing to remember is that when you take a world-class athlete, regardless of what their particular sport may be, put them in another sport, they're still going to be phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. A world-class athlete just has hand-eye coordination, muscle control, dexterity that's just off the charts. So Mitch Rapp ends up being, quite an accomplished warrior, and ends up basically he turns himself into an assassin. He's out for revenge. It's your typical revenge story. I mean, this is Taken. It's your typical revenge story, except that he ends up being recruited by the CIA, and that is pretty much the entire series. The entire series, he is a CIA assassin, not an agent. He's a CIA assassin. Generally works directly for the deputy director, who does eventually at one point end up the director of the CIA. And just overall, the books are absolutely phenomenal. Vince Flynn is right up there with Brad Thor, who I'll be reviewing at some point. I've got an entire shelf dedicated to Brad Thor as well. As far as political action thrillers, I guess would be the best way to put them. Vince Flynn's books, they have a very big political lean to them, and they talk a lot about modern politics and the modern world and the changes that occur. Mitch Rapp, the character, a lot of things had to change throughout the books. When this first came out, back in the early 80s, so 40 years ago, Mitch Rapp could be that uber tough guy, kill them all, let God sort them out kind of character, and fit right in. He just fit right into that early 80s mentality of bad guy bad, good guy good, bad guy die. That's it. And then over the years, over time, with the books coming out, Vince Flynn always stayed relatively modern. So as politics changed, as perceptions changed, as the world changed, Vince Flynn gradually, as the series progressed, kind of became almost a man out of time in a way. he became more and more almost antagonistic towards certain elements of society because they were antagonistic towards him. And you know, as you know, back in the early '80s, you know, the idea of, you know, a government assassin taking down bad guys and terrorists would have been lauded, would have been applauded, would have been cheered for, even if technically illegal. But then look at, say, even 20 years ago, you know, the concept of an assassin. Sure, there's a lot of people that are like, oh yeah, you know, go for it, take out the bad guys, absolutely. But you have an enormous percentage of the population that would say, no, assassins are bad. You know, these, you don't just kill these just because this person's responsible for the death of 500 people in a bombing. You know, can't just go out there and kill them. You know, you have to arrest them, you have to give him a trial. You could turn him around, and that's the kind of landscape that the Mitch Rapp character has to travel through. I think that's a big part of the reason why the American Assassin movie did not do very well. I liked it. But it did not do very well, and I think a big part of the reason that it did not do very well is because of that mindset, that mentality that has to be in there for an origin story of the character. It just doesn't fit in modern times. It really doesn't. That's this again back in the, you know, '80s. So they kind of end up making the character, especially like his mentor and trainer, they make him into kind of a Neanderthal throwback. And same thing with Rapp. They kind of make him into an almost unhinged nut job. And it just, again, it just doesn't really fit into modern times. They could have, if they'd have taken some of the later books and made a movie out of that, it quite possibly could have done great, because it would have had more modern politics, more modern thought processes behind it, more modern sensibilities, and then added that into this character that's struggling with that while still trying to do what they consider the right thing, but knowing that they can't always do that, consulting a lot more with superiors, trying to make sure he's doing the right thing. You know, again, the Mitch Rapp character really grew, but as a series, it's absolutely phenomenal. So if you like political thrillers, if you like action thrillers, if you like Brad Thor, even Robert B. Parker, even though that's more mysteries, if you like those kind of authors, Kyle Mills, who actually ended up taking over once Vince Flynn passed away. Kyle Mills is a phenomenal political thriller, action thriller type author in his own right. He ended up taking over the Mitch Rapp series, and I've got a couple of his books up there as well. Great, great, great books. The Vince Flynn series is absolutely phenomenal. So if you haven't checked it out before, you know, like, you know, if you like Robert Ludlum, if you like the Bourne books, this would be a little bit more modern, a little bit more faster paced, a little bit quicker going, because again, Ludlum wrote a long time ago. Fantastic books, fantastic books. After you guys hit the like and subscribe buttons, you guys gotta go check out Vince Flynn and his Mitch Rapp series. Catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye now.